Good food eating. Yeah.
I've got this pan heated up here. I'm just going to put in about half a teaspoon or up to a teaspoon of coconut oil. Add in onions. We're going to caramelise those. So first I've got this over a reasonably high heat. I want to get a bit of coloration into those onions, and then I'll turn it down so that they can caramelise and get nice and soft and juicy. Okay, so that's browned off quite well now. I've just left it to cook for about a minute. Next I'm going to turn down the heat to a low heat, and we're adding in about a tablespoon of balsamic vinegar. Stir that in, and the balsamic vinegar has a lovely sweet flavour. Now we're just going to let these cook right down, and just adding in a little bit of water if they start drying out, because we want to keep them fairly moist. Putting in a bit of water there, and I've just got my other pan heating up here ready for the ground beef to go in while that onion continues to cook there. So I've got some homemade garlic oil here, and I'm putting in about a teaspoon into the bottom of the pan. And I'm going to add in my ground beef. I can smell that gorgeous garlic, and what I'm going to do is just start breaking up that ground beef, and it'll get coated quite well in that garlic oil there. So just work at kind of breaking that ground beef down. Just be sure to check your onions occasionally, but I have got them on a very, very low heat. Okay, so we'll give our beef a mix here and just breaking that up a little bit more as it cooks. And we're adding in a teaspoon of cumin, so sprinkling that over the top. And about a quarter of a teaspoon of crushed chilli, or if you like it spicier, you can add more. But you can add more a bit later once you taste it. If it's not spicy enough, you can always add in a little bit more spice. So giving all of those spices a good stir in there. Just going to add one more tablespoon of water to that mix. And this time just let that cook down a bit more and it'll be done. Okay, my beef's looking fairly good there now. What I want to do is just have a little taste test, and that's the thing with everything that you're cooking, is just have a little taste test and see if it needs more flavour. No, to me that's pretty good. It's got enough spice for me and enough cumin that if you think it needs a bit more flavour, you can add another quarter or a half a teaspoon of cumin into there, and even a little bit more spice. But I think with that quarter of a teaspoon of chilli flakes, it's just perfect. So I'm going to turn that off now because it's ready to serve. So I've got some ready-made avocado dressing there. I've got our beautiful caramelised onions ready to go. I'm going to grate up this carrot. So when you're done with that, you can put all that into another bowl. That's the fun thing about fajitas. Everything goes into bowls and it's finger play food. Next up, we're going to cut our cherry tomatoes in halves and put all those into a bowl. Now, that's about a cup worth there, but just cut up as many as you would like. Beef mixture, which we've cooked. So that's going into its own bowl there. And lastly, we are going to use some cos or romaine lettuce leaves as our fajitas, as our bread substitute. So we just take the leaves off like that, The baby cos is excellent because, as you can imagine, look, I can just fill that with some of my ingredients and eat it straight like that. Beautiful. So taking all those little baby cos leaves from the outer edge there. Now you can also use the inside leaves of a large cos or romaine lettuce. As you can see again here, this is quite a bit bigger, but it still gives you that perfect little pocket that you can put ingredients into, and that's what makes it fabulous.
Good food eating. Yeah.